looking for a boss killer, any recommendations? If you want something tried, true, and tested, Blade 4 Blade Blast. But if you want to try something new, Jungroan was playing Volatile Dead Cock, and it looks completely fucking busted. Like, actually insane. It's extremely hard for me not to just try to reroll that shit.
They're about to notice us.
Baited. It doesn't even look like bait, honestly. I think it's just OP. Is it SSF viable? Yes, but not as a league starter. You have to. It's a second character. How janks the gameplay? So the single target bossing is fine. It's not like Eye of Winter, thank fuck. But the mapping is bad. The question is how bad though. I'll show you. I'll play a video for you. Oh, he's got another video. So this is him doing a Hydra map, okay? So you can see the clear, there's nothing crazy. Like if you were not playing a Lydia map, it would not be that amazing. You would definitely want to do a map like Strand, right? Or I'd have to look up map layouts, but you wouldn't want to do a nice big open map probably. But the damage, look, are you ready for this? Don't fucking blink or you'll miss it. Look at this damage. And this is like day 2 or 3, by the way. This is an old video. It's apparently Jung was saying, like, with all the stats up and everything, it feels like, I think he said it was like 30 million DPS or something. 1 second kill, yeah. And obviously that's just the Hydra, right? Well, this is Uber Maven.
Basically, this jet.
That's Uber Maven. This is chat. Look.
Basically,
what the fuck? Yeah. He posted a new vid with Rain of Arrow, by the way. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna watch this. I'm watching this video. Fuck it.
Has a lot more damage, probably somewhere in the range of about.
Wait, he just said it has more damage?
3 times more. A lot more movement speed, probably around.
Fuck, dude. No, don't make me reroll.
60%. About half the chance to get hit, different defenses. I can tank a Shaper Slam now properly, consistently, and I found the mapping to be much better, but mostly this is a build I'm using to mostly farm Simulacrum with. I think this iteration of the build is a lot better.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh.
I pretty much just repath
Oh, no, I want to reroll so bad. Oh, no. God damn it, Jung. What the?
I haven't changed the gear a lot, but the biggest change is putting this Rain of Arrows all quality gem. It is so much better as a trigger rate skill than Blast Rain. I didn't think that it would be possible. Not only does this have a way higher hit rate, it also lingers for longer. I'm not sure where I was in the last video, but in this video I've hit the 10.0 or whatever, the 52% CDR by using a Forbidden Set, and then I'm also using a Temporal Chains Balance of Terror for another 20%, and then ending with a Benchcraft on my belt, although this could just be a boot list instead. Let's go over the tree again, I'll go over the gear again, and then there's a POB link if you just want to check that out. So in this new version of the tree, I've been able to drop Careful Planning entirely by losing the top part of the tree. It wasn't actually that important. The reason I had it there was basically because my leveling tree went over here, and then I didn't have that many regrets when I first changed it to build. But now the tree goes down over here, getting a much better balance of dexterity and intelligence. There's still a couple things to balance for Leadership's Price, just when you're setting up this kind of build, make sure you think about Leadership's Price at the forefront. Haven't changed the cluster yet, but now I have a Forbidden Set for Light Clockwork, and this is really great. It lets me hit the next CDR.
So obviously I won't be able to do the Light Clockwork tech, but as we saw in the previous video, it's not a problem.
Threshold. I'm also using this Balance of Terror to help me hit that threshold of 52% cooldown reduction. And then I managed to find a double precision Watcher's Eye. I think this was like 5 divines, so this is probably the most expensive item that's on my build right now. and then a unique jewel from the Affliction League mechanic, and this one gives me Corpse Life, phasing on kill, and crit culling. And I guess I could drop my banner in theory. It's not a bad thing to do, especially in Simulacrum, but I'm kind of lazy. And that phasing on kill enables this as my Hypnotic Eye. So I still get stun avoidance from here, but instead I have a CB implicit. Really hard to get stun avoidance.
Keep link to
phasing
this.
on kill and CB implicit, but this one is pretty solid now. I've also moved the chest. I'm now using a synthesized chest. This gives me more attributes for higher level Dread Banner, but most importantly, it gives me Fizz Taken as an implicit.
Okay,
so this
well,
is like
I'm not gonna be able to get that.
22% Fizz Taken as chest. Also getting relatively okay evasion. I need to redo prefixes later, and good suffixes, and not being lightning coil.
I wonder if I could just go coil, because then you're chilling as fuck.
And not being Cloak of Flames, you can still get the evasion mastery if you really want to take it. This evasion suppression mastery. Gloves. These have changed to enfeeble on hit. I've also dropped one curse in exchange for Frost Shield. My damage is more than high enough, and in Simulacrum, having enfeeble is not only good for damage mitigation, but further lowers your chance of getting hit. Because I'm also running a cluster shield now, I'm running a basically one prop cluster with Dorian's Lesson for Leech. There's a bunch of different ways to get Leech. I will probably go Voices later on this and get Leech from like
where's he getting
like
Leech?
Megalomaniac or something.
Because I mean, maybe I just don't run the Tahu Ani. I don't know, maybe the Tahu Ani is not a good idea. I don't know.
Or I don't really know where else, but then I'm using this ring now, which gives me much more
I've seen the Pirate
and then my
Spectre,
resistances look much better. I'm at 71 chaos res.
Yeah, I
which
get
again
from the
makes
cluster,
it much
but
easier, and I didn't have last night going into it. The other nice thing about this tree is that I managed to go for stun avoidance. I'm taking Perfectionist, which is also great for an extra movement speed. I'm taking the Mastery. It doesn't really matter that much. It could help in clear, but honestly, you do so much damage anyway. Should make a difference. 2 points of Heart of Oak are also really great for stun avoidance. And then the movement speed from here is quite nice, and getting a bit more accuracy, dexterity, changes things up again for leaderships, but it's a helpful thing in general. The last thing I've done is add in one more charm. I got my last tendency node locked, and this one gives me even better spell suppression on full ES, which is quite often because you have overleash and instant leash, and then more corpse life. It's really, really powerful. Like any corpse killer, this is, I think, one of the easiest ways to do it. This is probably where the core iterations of the build stop. I would want to recraft my bow and get like a pen bow with like DD, crit chance, attack speed, higher minion damage. And this helmet now definitely wants to go into an ES base. The biggest weakness of this build is that because my chest has bad prefixes and because my helmet is not an ES base or an ES evasion base, my ES pool is way lower than I want it to be. In theory, speccing this out for like another 10 divines, maybe 15 divines, my ES pool should be hitting around 2k and my life pool probably around 4k. And that makes it much tankier. But even right now, I feel like it's pretty solid in terms of defense. It's got like a max LE hit of like 45k. Max Fizz hits somewhere around the 20k mark, depending on what buffs you have up. If you have nothing down, that's like what these numbers coded from. If you have things up, you should be able to tank most things in the game. So if you're looking to set the build now, I think this is probably the tree I'd go for. Careful planning is really annoying. Jewel sockets are more important than they ever were, especially with the addition of the new Affliction jewel. This is where I'm at. Let's go look at something new real soon.
God damn, dude. God damn. God, am I getting baited? The best part is I can still use the coil and the taste on this build. Like, I don't think there's any reason why I couldn't do coil taste, ditch the Tahu Ani, and then just play the build like normal. The only thing that I can't really deal with, he didn't have the Forbidden, so it's fine. The balance is also doesn't really work that well without the Forbiddens. He didn't have the Watcher's Eye in the first video either. So the only real thing is the Anathema. What's his annoying? Spiritual Aid. Do you think you need Spiritual Aid? Fuck, you kinda do, don't you? Because if you don't run Spiritual Aid, you can have Whispers of Doom and drop the Anathema. Because then you have 2 curse limit, and that is acceptable. Like, what's his curses? Asinus, Mark, Flammability, Temp Chains, and Enfeeble. So I'm not gonna have access to all these curses, but Assassin's Mark Flam will solve the damage at least. And then this will fix the res and suppression from the lack of the coil. Stop rerolling, new build come up every 2 days. Well, it's the league for it, isn't it? This is so tempting, chat. You only need the Giga curses for Sim anyway. Yeah. Well, to be fair, using a coil is probably a mistake, right? I don't know. Is it though? Oh wow, he has punishment. What the hell is this curse limit? Wait, what's his curse limit? The ring gives you curse limit equal to power charges. 4. Doesn't he have like... he has like fucking 1. He has Assassin's Mark, Flammability, Punishment, Temp Chains, and then Enfeeble. He has 5. Eh? Am I dumb? Open the calculations tab. He's not using Temp Chains. Oh, that's just for his, right, this is just for the Balance of Terror. Right. I see, we're just stealing content and fucking up the construction of the builds again. Wait, what do you mean again? When did I fuck up the construction of a build? I'll die on the hill that my Pathfinder Eye of Winter that I yoinked from someone else was much better than the Hairy Infant, right? Hairy Infant Eye of Winter was a big question mark, okay? Okay, buddy. I'm just toxic, okay. Yeah, John, I want to play your build. John. John, I want to play your build so bad. Yeah, can I just do this without Anathema? It's not that big of a deal, right, guys? You still have Assassin's Mark and Flam. You just drop. I mean, Punishment's a meme. Enfeeble is nice, but you know, whatever. Yeah, fuck it, right? And then Anoint Whispers. I mean, I could always just take Whispers on the tree as well. I mean, even if this build did 10 times less damage, wouldn't it still be broken? Like, even without the double CDR hit, you're hitting 50 mil, right? You could still get 5 mil and have complete dog shit. It's like 150. Oh, shit. 150. So I'll have half the trigger rate, so 75. If I can get 10% of the damage, meanwhile my build is 500k. Yeah, my build is like 1 million, it may be, I don't even know. The double trigger rate comes with 30% less. Alright, yeah, I'm dumb. Shit. Right, so Rain of Arrows is just that good, huh? Well, I guess I know what I'm doing, chat. I'm just gonna yoink Jung's build again. Holy shit. I can't not play that now. The Blast Rain was holding me back. But the Rain of Arrows gameplay looks so much nicer. The Rain of Arrows looks so much nicer. Classic. Jesus. MTX. Yeah, Blast Train's kind of, you know, ew. Rain of Arrows? Hell yeah. So I first heard about this build from Waggle. Waggle wanted to do a self-cast Totem Unearth Detonate Dead. But the problem with that is it was way too clunky. Like, you could not play with it. It was basically not viable. So he ended up ditching the build. Jungroan, however, figured out an activation to make it work. So he went with Blast Rain Cock. Because Blast Rain obviously, so I didn't know about this tech, but you can apparently you can cock Mana Forged. So he attacks with his bow, Blast Rain comes out, right? And then at the same time, another Mana Forge setup comes out that is also cocked, and this triggers Desecrate, which then he blows up with the original setup with Volatile Dead with the Orc Qual, and this allows you to detonate corpses rapidly while also being like serviceable for map ping. I'll have to like check, but the Rain of Arrows looked a lot nicer to play with as well.
Gives me an idea for a character.
Like, it looked like it had better coverage and everything, so. Sounds nutty. Yeah. Anyway, Jung's managed to make it tanky for softcore with 150 million DPS. And so I was just thinking, like, okay, I mean, this is definitely fucking busted. Like, he's not running a Mage Blade or anything like that. Like, this, the gear that he's got is, most of it's very obtainable. Or not required. And so I'm just thinking like, how much tankier could I make that while still maintaining, let's say 20-30 mil? If I wanted to have 20-30 mil in Broasif and increase the tank, could I do that? I'm down, honestly, I'm down for a Jungroan BAIT build.
Boy,
I'm down.
keep it down. Giving each other
Maybe it's not bait, maybe it is, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I
You're just drunk, mate.
once I get the amulet and the bow, should we and the taste, should we give it a gander, boys? Should we you know, give it a go? A little bit of the old
Exile.
bait arena.
Shh. We don't want an audience. Don't be so
That build sounds pog.
paranoid.
Yeah, it really does.
Look, nothing's here.